Hi, everyone. First of all, I just want to say this is an absolutely huge honor. I'm really excited about this, and thanks to everyone at the CFE and Doug. It was such a huge honor. I actually wore a suit today, which isn't very common for entrepreneurial events for me. So, Jeremy? Today, I'm going to give you a brief background on myself, talk a little bit about how I got involved in entrepreneurship, some of the lessons I've learned through my experience, what I'm doing right now, and then just some next steps, some calls to action for today. So I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You can see this is Rob Bliss, a local entrepreneur. He's showing you where we are on the Michigan Mitten. And Grand Rapids is an absolutely amazing city. You can see here it's just a beautiful city. I always love going back to Grand Rapids, and I think every Michigan Wolverine can appreciate the fact that we start advertising the Grand Rapids experience on billboards, like on the highway, right before you get to East Lansing. So I think that's something that every Wolverine can appreciate. Grand Rapids is a very entrepreneurial, active city, and that's been a big influence on me growing up. You can see all the cool things we have going on here, from pillow fights to international art competitions to zombie walks. I always enjoy going back to Grand Rapids, and like I said, it's just been a huge factor in my entrepreneurial career. So at Michigan, I'm a junior BBA in the Ross School of Business. I absolutely love Ross. It's an amazing building. It's an amazing community to be a part of. And yeah, I turned 21 recently. I'm pretty excited about this. I actually don't really like to drink that much, but this does relate to entrepreneurship because this essentially allows me to go to all of the startup drink events and go to the bars with some of the other older entrepreneurs after these types of things. So I get to finally make those backroom deals with the future leaders of industry. And in terms of my political philosophy, I'm actually an anarcho-capitalist. That sounds pretty a little intimidating at first, I guess. But I think it's actually the most entrepreneurial political philosophy that you can find. People will say often that government's a necessary evil. I only agree with the second part of that, and that's basically what anarcho-capitalism is about. It's about not relying on government and solving your problems through free market solutions. That sounds pretty entrepreneurial to me. And we even advocate things like free market solutions for laws. Sounds a little crazy, but people like Peter Thiel, I'm sure many of you have heard of him, believe in this type of thing with the Seasteading Institute. And they're actually putting one of these, or trying to, off the coast of San Francisco so that we can get around the immigration laws in America and start bringing all of the talented people from all over the world so that they can start interacting with the startup community there. Open source is a pretty big part of my life. I use these things every day. I use it pretty much in every startup I've been involved in. And I think open source in particular really says a lot about the entrepreneurial mindset. It's all about this global community that is very open and sharing their ideas. And I think that's something that as entrepreneurs we really need to emulate. So my entrepreneurial journey started shortly after 9/11. The economy was doing this. And my mom's job actually did that. And I'm an only child with a single mom, so things were tight. They always had been tight for us, and because we had a significant amount of debt from her raising me as a single parent, there was no father figure, things were pretty tough. And I thought, you know, I can do something about this. I need to do something about this. And so I thought, all right, I'll go out and try to get a job. Problem was I was 11 years old, and not many people want to give you a job when you're 11. And so I thought, all right, no one's going to give me a job. I might as well create my own. And at the time, I was only 11, but I was already developing into a sort of jack of all trades, thanks to my grandfather. He really was my father figure. And we lived in a manufactured home. It's pretty cheap, breaks down all the time. So I had plenty of opportunities to learn how to do all sorts of things in and around the house. So my first business was pretty much going around doing landscaping, snow removal, repairs, plumbing. Moved into painting, and that actually worked out really well for me. It was a big success, and it really helped keep me and my mom on our feet. Around the same time that all of this started, I actually began learning how to code too. Me and some friends wanted to make a video game. So I quickly became a hacker, not the malicious kind, although I learned from many of them. We didn't have the same kinds of resources that we have now for people to learn how to code. So that's actually where I picked up many of my skills, was from real hackers like that guy. And yeah, so pretty much all of my experiences before coming to college really led to that. It seemed like everything I touched turned to gold. Everything was great. And I don't know, I hope my son looks like that one day. But then I came to college, and things changed a little bit. So started some businesses. They failed pretty hard, and unfortunately, I failed really slow at them.